Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episode of Cyclones TV. I'm your host Nick Durst. Let's take a look at how the Cyclones fared this past week in action when they took on the Lowell Spinners, Vermont Lake Monsters, and the Staten Island Yankees. From August 3rd through August 5th, the team took on the Lowell Spinners. On Monday, it was a 7-6 win for the Cyclones as they had a season-high 14 hits, including 7 doubles. Michael Burnett went 3 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. Alex Polsha picked up the save. On Tuesday, the Cyclones fell 5-1, and on Wednesday, it was a 12-0 loss. From August 6th through August 8th, the Cyclones took on the Vermont Lake Monsters. On Thursday, it was a 2-1 loss. Jose Garcia picked up an RBI. On Friday, the Lake Monsters won 7-2. David Thompson hit a home run. And on Saturday, the team fell 6-2. Oswald Caraballo had 2 RBIs. On Sunday, August 9th, it took 11 innings, but the Cyclones were able to walk away with a 2-1 victory over the Staten Island Yankees to snap their losing streak. Will Fulmer had an RBI single in the 3rd inning. Vinny Siena had the game-winning RBI. Ruben Reyes pitched a scoreless 9th and 10th inning to get the win, and Alex Polsha picked up the save, his 11th of the season. Now let's take a look at the New York Penn League McNamara Division standings. The Staten Island Yankees are 25-22, the Brooklyn Cyclones are 24-24. The Aberdeen Ironbirds are 23-25, and the Hudson Valley Renegades are 22-26. Now let's take a look at the Cyclones Player of the Week. From August 3rd through August 10th, Alex Polsha had 2 saves and 2 chances, and he pitched 3 scoreless innings. He also had 5 strikeouts. For the season, he has a 0 ERA and 11 saves, which leads the New York Penn League. Gabby Almonte, Alex Polsha, and Vinny Siena have been named All-Stars for the New York Penn League. Last week, I was able to catch up with Vinny Siena to speak about his season so far. Take a look. All right, so Vinny, you were drafted by the Mets organization. You played your college ball at Connecticut. What was your reaction when you found out you'd be able to stay close to home?
I was very happy for my family to be able to come to the games like they did at school. It was, extra special to get drafted by the Mets and have them put me here as my first little stint in pro ball.
Okay, and this past season, you played every game in college. You didn't miss a game. You were always healthy. How have you been able to maintain your healthiness? And is there anything that has changed now with pro ball with your pregame routine?
Just making sure I stretch a lot and take care of my body and my arm, warming up properly, not trying to rush anything because I have been playing every day and I'm starting to feel the wear on my body. So I just got to make sure I take extra time to prepare myself.
Okay, and in college, you were on base almost all the time, or you got a hit. And here in the New York Penn League, it seems to be the same story. Has there been any adjustment at all as far as the pitching, or has it just been natural for you?
Just making sure I stick with my approach and not try to do too much. You're gonna have struggles here. You're gonna have struggles anywhere. So you got to be able to minimize that and ride your heat streaks as long as you can. So just not trying to do too much and stick to the player that I know I am.
Okay, and do you have any personal goals for the rest of the season?
Just to keep getting better every day and, learn as much as I can. Just try to learn from our coaches, learn from other players, and, just become a better person.
Okay, and how has it been working with Edgardo Alfonso?
It's cool. He's funny. He's a big jokester, so I had to get used to that a little bit. But, he's really knows what he's talking about, and he's there for all of us, so it's been a joy.
Okay, thank you for your time. The members of the Brooklyn Cyclones are together almost 24/7 during this season. One of the ways they like to pass time when they're not in the field is by playing ping pong. Take a look. All right, how would you assess your ping pong skills?
I'd say they're pretty good, well above average, at least based on the record I have in the locker room here.
Well, it's hard. We got a lot of good players in here, definitely. I grew up playing against my brother, and so he taught me everything I know. But sometimes you just gotta surpass the Jedi when you're the apprentice, and you got to become the better player. And we just set up a new ping pong tournament in here, so it might get a little rowdy in here the next couple days.
I'm getting a lot better for sure. There are definitely a lot of talented guys at ping pong, but breeds a lot of competitiveness here in the clubhouse, that's for sure.
I'm terrible. We got a couple guys in here like Thompson and a bunch of other guys who are pretty good, but I'm not one of the better ones.
I'm kind of like a crafty lefty. I don't really overpower anybody, but it's middle of the pack. I wouldn't say that I'm great. I'm not bad, but it's all right. Not too bad.
At the moment, my ping pong skills are probably subpar, but I might have a chance against the other guys. So, yeah.
I would say I'm above average ping pong player. Say David Thompson has it coming for him in the tournament. So Miami boys better watch out, because me and Flexen are bringing that lumber against the Yay area. So get ready.
And who would you say is the best ping pong player on the team?
Simply based on record and stats, I'd have to go with myself.
Well, so far it looks like David Thompson's probably the better player. He's got a lot of good spin, a lot of good skills. His serve's really good, so I'd put the Miami Hurricane at the top.
Either Thompson or Magliozzi.
I would say it's between David Thompson and John Magliozzi.
Yeah, David Thompson's probably the best ping pong player that is in the clubhouse at this point. Try to beat him still.
David Thompson, no doubt. He's nasty.
Now let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. The Cyclones return home on Tuesday, August 11th to take on the Staten Island Yankees. The team will then be taking on the State College Spikes right here at MCU Park. And over the weekend, the team will be closing out the first half against the Hudson Valley Renegades. Now let's take a look around the Mets organization. The Savannah Sun Nats are 64-48 and in first place in the South Atlantic League Southern Division. They have won 6 straight after sweeping the Rome Braves and the Charleston River Dogs. The St. Lucie Mets are 58-54. Matt Oberste is batting .293 with 52 RBIs, 6 home runs, 17 doubles, 4 triples, 45 runs scored, and 94 hits in 86 games this season. The Binghamton Mets are 62-51 on the season. Paul Sewald is 3-0 with a 1.82 ERA, 40 strikeouts, and 18 saves on the season. The Las Vegas 51s are 65-51 and currently in first place in the Pacific Coast League Pacific Southern Division. Former Brooklyn Cyclone Daryl Siciliani is batting .339 with 6 home runs, 23 RBIs, 39 runs scored, 12 stolen bases, 12 doubles, and 4 triples in 54 games this season. The first place New York Mets are currently 59-52. Yoenis Cespedes is batting .324 as a Met with 3 doubles, 5 RBIs, and 5 runs scored. As soon as he joined the team, he made an immediate impact as the team went on to win 7 straight games. A strength of the Cyclones this season has been pitching. Last week I was able to catch up with Cyclones pitching coach Dave LaRoche to speak about the staff. Take a look. All right, Coach, last July you joined the team. This is your first full year here. Who has impressed you so far with the pitching staff?
We've had a pretty good year. A lot of them, Badamos had some great games, another one of them last night. I suppose the two that have been the biggest surprises might be Almonte and Cannelone. We were unsure how they would be at this level, and they've handled it great. They throw strikes, they go at the hitters, change speeds as good as anybody.
And you mentioned Alex Polsha. He does lead the New York Penn League in saves, and his ERA is 0. What has made him so effective, not just against righties, but also lefties?
Well, in my opinion, he's got 3+ pitches, meaning big league pitches. He's got an outstanding fastball with late life. He's got a great curve, and his most underrated pitch is his changeup. He hasn't used it a whole lot, but I see it a lot in the pen, and a few times he has used it. It's been very effective. We're trying to get him to use it more. So.
All right, and during your career, you were known for throwing the eephus pitch, the lob. Have you taught anybody that, or has anybody asked you about it on the pitching staff?
They tease about it and ask about it, but no, I'm afraid the Mets wouldn't like me teaching that. That's not a good idea.
And then, so both of your sons, Adam and Andy, major leaguers, did any of them either pitch growing up, or did you not want them to pitch? How did they end up being infielders?
Well, Andy was infielder all the time, pitched very little, just come in and close the game once in a while. I did a little bit in college, but very bad mechanics, very high effort. So he just tried to throw it by him. Adam was a pitcher, and a scout came and to talk to him. You know, they come and check and see his signability and all this. And Adam just said to him, "You don't understand. It has nothing to do with money. I just want to hit
Right.
as long as I can. I want to play every day."
Mm-hmm.
So when he asked me, he said, I looked at him and I said, "Don't you wish everybody in your organization had that attitude? It's not about the money. I just want to play every day."
Yeah, absolutely.
And he looked at me and he said, "Yeah, I guess you're right." And he turned around and walked with his head down. But the Braves gave him a chance and said, "You know what? We love his pitching, but we really like his hitting too."
After asking Coach LaRoche why both of his sons became infielders, later that evening, Adam LaRoche made his MLB pitching debut. He had a 1-2-3 ninth inning, and he picked up 1 strikeout, and he also went 4 for 5 with an RBI at the plate. The Cyclones return home this week to MCU Park. Let's take a look at the upcoming promotions. Tuesday, August 11th, the game is presented by St. Francis College. It's NYPD night, and post-game, everyone runs the bases. On Wednesday, August 12th, it's Way Back Wednesday. All tickets are $10, and it's 90s Nickelodeon night, and there'll be a jersey off the back raffle. Thursday, August 13th, it's Jersey Thursday. There'll be a road trip jersey presented by Hospital for Special Surgery. On Friday, August 14th, the game is presented by King's Auto Group. It's also First Responders Night, as well as British Invasion Night, and stick around after the game for post-game fireworks. Sunday, August 16th, it's Kids Backpack Giveaway presented by NY 529 College Savings Plan. It's also Selfie Sunday, Salute to Sandlot Baseball, Superhero Day, and post-game Kids Run the Bases, and there's also a Sunday tea offer. That does it for this week's episode of Cyclones TV. Be sure to stay connected with the team on social media by subscribing to our YouTube channel at Brooklyn Cyclones, liking us on Facebook, and following us on Twitter and Instagram at BK Cyclones. I'm your host, Nick Durst. Good night, Brooklyn. See you next time.